It's going down like this, motherfucker.
This shit is crazy. The following
Nigga get mad. Say, motherfucker, what you mean you ain't gonna let me in this funky joint? Much money I done spent in here, nigga. I knew your mama when she was hoeing. Huh, baby. Shit, bet I do it over time. Say that, nigga. Shit. Bar, bet the bar, off time. Shit, boy, I'm trying to make me some money. Boy, I'm hungry as a hog need. Slap Jesus. Shit, gotta be a Jesus, cause too many black folks.
For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite together among ourselves, among our own kind, clean ourselves up, rid ourselves of the evils that we've become addicted to here in this society, and try and
destroy black boys. If you destroy them as a destroy black boys. Destroy black boys. Destroy black boys. Destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man.
This ain't loud enough. I'm still trying. This ain't loud enough. I'm still trying. This ain't loud enough. I'm still trying.
I just left a light in this bitch. I'm finna hit the shop in this shit.
Fuck up. Fuck up. Fuck up.
Hey, where are the white women at?
I'm trying to told you just what heard me, man. I'm trying to told you. I'm trying to told you.
Well, gotta get a piece of my a little magic.
Hey, where are the white women at?
Your feet. He looked down, seen his feet. The nigga went berserk, killed the monkey, threw the bat out the window, start kicking that bitch in the air.
Say anyway, but I will. The way quantum entanglement works is that you can take two particles, quantum entangle them, and then take those two particles and move them at any distance in the cosmos. And let's just say, for example, if you quantum entangle two electrons and you have them spinning in the same direction, and then you take one of those electrons and you shoot that thing out 100,000 light years from the original. If you then rotate the spin on the one electron, if you modify it so that its spin changes, the quantum entangled electron at any distance will simultaneously in no time switch its rotation also, because they're quantum entangled. So these communication systems are taking advantage of this aspect of quantum mechanics that most people can't wrap their heads around, and this is what they're utilizing. It's just the new level of science that affords us the ability to communicate at any distance instantaneously. Can you?
You don't understand. It's cool enough just being cool, like I am.
My eye. Plus, I'm in love with a bitch I can't stand.
Group of you together, you never can tell. Group of you together, you never can tell who's who.
I've seen a lot of black guys, Nipsey, but you're overdoing it.
I mean, TikTok. A lot of the white content creators on TikTok get all of their dances from the black content creators.
You're a philosopher? Yes. 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 You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? I think very deeply. I think very deeply.
In about 4 seconds, a teacher will be.
Damn white boys out there. Most of them is psychopaths and all that. They'll kill your mama's mama, and you.
Decent white folk that still don't know they're racist.
What the hell you want here, hunky? lines are still open. Oh shit, you can get it, nigga. You wanna get it?
Your shit. Get your hands off of me, shit!
The Chinese platform, you already know they don't give a fuck about your black ass. The Chinese platform, you already know they don't give a fuck about your black ass.
I think we OD. I think we OD. My word, can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. That's the difference when you're my baby, that's how it is.
Used to snort cocaine, now I fiend for the check, yeah.
Baby, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when I come. I hit the loot juice, it pulls up in the deuce. Heavy, I'm a walking dead man, is what they call me when I come. I hit the loot juice, it pulls up in the deuce.
I guess you go to the history of European civilizations. 250 years is how long they last before they implode because of their greed, because of their violence, because of an inability to let others be, including themselves. If they didn't have brown and black people to hate, they would hate themselves.
Do that dance, baby, do that dance, let's work it out. Nigga.
Schatzi, is it true what they say about the way you people are gifted? Oh, it's true. It's true. It's true. It's true.
I guess you go to the history of European civilization.
Nigga.
To the east. Greetings. This is Big Pontiac, and welcome to the Chocolate Mountain Show. I am the holder of the infinite sacred ball game that was created by the Hero Twins, and I am that one and only Galactic Daddy-O, welcoming each and every one of you to my galactic patio that reaches from Minnesota to the universe. Well, I guess that's my cue to come on in. Man, I was talking about the other night that, what was it, New Year's Day, we talked about 3 deaths of famous people, actors, or sports people. Another football player died yesterday for the Packers. Matter of fact, 2 football players died yesterday. One was a center, Bowman. Who was the other guy? Mike Bowman was one of them that played for the Packers. And I can't think of the other guy. And maybe I'm getting both of them mixed up because the one guy plays center after Fuzzy Thurston. So, the beast is hungry this time of year. But as you see, I'm funky fresh as always. What is it? How do I got it?
And every time I'm seen, I got to be clean.
And so
And
again,
every time I'm seen, I got to.
and again, you know, we want to thank PJ Allen for this stiff, you know, Memphis hat that goes perfectly with the gold, the gold needle polo. Macy's. So I had to shout out to him for this hat. So appreciate it. Oh, so wanted to bring that up before I thought about it. And let's start greeting people. PJ Allen was in here first. So what is happening? And I know he always controls his.
My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? What?
And I know he definitely has.
Got to have vision.
And since he's opening up the club with me tonight, let's me and him go off to the Galactic Patio and open it up, and we'll be the first ones doing the Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cause. And he knows and goes and abides by that one rule.
Don't touch my.
That's right, leave that F-150 alone. Leave that F-150 alone. But if you do, I promise to take you. I will take you higher, baby, higher, baby, higher, baby. And next on deck, we have Crazy Sarge. And I know he definitely has.
Got to have vision.
And I know he can be the number 2 man going up in the Galactic Patio getting down. Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmics. But he knows there's only one rule.
Don't touch my truck.
Leave that F-150 alone. But I promise you, if you get through it. I will take you higher, baby, higher, baby, higher, baby. Oh, Dr. Sinister. And I know you a man of.
Got to have vision.
And I know many nights you join me, you don't mind getting down. Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmics. Ooh, ah. And there's only one rule.
Don't touch my truck.
Leave that F-150 alone, but I promise you, if you follow those rules, I will take you. I will take you higher, baby. And then with my main man on the East Coast, doing it the best he can, see over the technician. Who tells you that TikTok does not give a fuck about you. But I know he definitely has.
Got to have vision.
Hey, he has the best taste in music. Man, you know about Robert Glasper. I saw Robert Glasper right before Christmas. You hip to him. Oh, my God. That's all I've been listening to is Robert Glasper. He played with Common. But there's only one rule.
Nigga get mad.
Whoa, that's not it.
Don't touch my truck.
That's the only rule. But I know he'll get down on the Galactic Patio with me. Would you like to dance with me? And if you follow the rule and get down. And there's my main man, Bishop Mac Bone, in up here. And he's one man. You see his name is Bishop that you never have to worry about because he always takes care of his.
My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? What?
And he's definitely a man of.
Got to have vision.
And as many nights, he will not only dance on the Galactic Patio, he will even sing. Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmics. But there's only one rule.
Don't touch my.
And if you follow that one rule, I will take you. I will take you higher, baby, higher, baby, higher, baby, higher, baby. Oh, did y'all see the Lakers? The Lakers got smacked. They got smacked, man, y'all. I hope y'all putting your money. Gold is right now trading at $2,051, y'all. Let me see. Bitcoin is at 43,000. Amazon is 148. Ethereum is 22. You could have had Ethereum at $800 to $900 not that long ago. It's funny how if you want to invest in Nike, you follow the Nike stocks when shoes drop. You learn a little something in that. Okay. I'm drinking water, so, just drinking water. So pop them if you got them. Cheers. I would definitely say cheers to everybody. And, I'm smoking. I've done took the edibles. I done took the herb edibles, and I got this thing right here. This Younger Brothers. It's miraculous how long it's lasted. That was all right. So, wow, some goofy games today. The Lakers could never get over the hump. Anthony actually had a pretty good game. He was pretty consistent. Christie, man, he was getting up, but Tyler, and it was too much heat. He kept, every time they would get it close, the heat would pull back away. The upset game tonight is who lost? Milwaukee got beat. That was kind of the upset tonight. The young boys beat Milwaukee. So yesterday we had Memphis playing Wamby, and Morant got one on Wamby yesterday. So I don't know if anybody caught that. Another racing dude died. Kyle Yarborough died. I forgot to say that. Who is this cat? This ain't Kyle Yarborough. Wow. So we know Kyle Yarborough, NASCAR racer, died. I want to say he died on the first. I think he died in 24 too. But right here, I don't know who this cat is, but this cat done died because Yarborough was in his 80s. This cat is not very old. This cat is young. Wow. Damn. Auto legend Gil DeFara passed away after suffering a heart attack while driving with his son in a private motor racing club. What? Although he didn't compete in Formula One, he had a successful career in the IndyCar series, winning titles, including he won the Indy. After retiring, he worked in Formula One as a supporting director of Honda, McLaren. And so this is the cat winning Indy. He won Indy. He also held the closed course speed record. Tributes poured in from McLaren. Everyone at McLaren Racing shocked and deeply saddened to learn we had lost a member of our family. Okay. So he won Indianapolis 500. Wow. What's this?
Annual cart banquet to be held in Los Angeles on Monday night.
So this is the cat driving. Okay, not much we can see, but I guess he won the Indy. But wow. Third day of the year, dies at 56. Wow. See, that beast gets hungry. Oh, thank you very much, MacBone. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. And he says, I'm reading at this time the book Master Yo Morris called The Master Feminine. Very good book. Okay. I'm reading a book called Master Yo Morris. I have to check it out. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. And what does he say? How's it go?
Shit, boy, I'm trying to make me some money.
But thank you, brother. Glad you on a lucky streak. So we talking about entertainment, sports. We're talking about 6, 7, 8 already. We already caught Les McLaren. I counted him the other day, but man, this is rough. This is rough, y'all. This is real rough. So, just beware. Just beware. 14 of the worst beers according to beer drinkers. Let's check this out. What are the 14? Let's see. Is it one of those? Oh, it's one of those you gotta. Oh, I've never heard of this. This is a thing somewhere. What is it called? Anytime there's the right time. 30 beer light, 30 beer. This is something. 30 beer. Thank you again, Macbone. I appreciate it.
Shit, boy, I'm trying to make me some money.
I'm also reading Master Yo's other book, The Master's Masculine. Oh, Maskins. Okay, I gotta write that one down too. Damn, what am I reading? I'm reading 2 books downstairs. One book is about meditation. I can't think of the top of my head what the other one is. So, a sample of crappy beer, fans of, like up here, there's no such thing as dollar store beer. So there's dollar store beer? Oh, they say if there was a dollar store beer. Unpleasant, it's wet, and if your refrigerator is cold, could it be worse? What's number 2? Keystone Light. Yuck. Can't drink that nasty shit. What we got? Milwaukee's Best. Ooh. What's this one? This one is called Any Pumpkin Flavored Beer. I have to agree. For some reason, my son loves this. He loves his Coors. Yuck. Yeah, regular Budweiser, made with rice too. Tastes nasty. Out of all these, this probably tastes better. This isn't as bad. They don't enjoy the taste at all, despite the company's massive. Yeah, it's better. This is better than those others. Way better. Ice House again. Sucks. Ice House sucks. Rolling Rock. Oh, yeah, it doesn't taste good. Kirkland Light. Yeah, it doesn't taste good. I'll have to disagree. Pabst isn't bad. Unofficial beer of hipsters. Countless people believe that Pabst Blue Ribbon is nothing more than a crappy made swill enjoyed by older merchant. No, I say this has a better taste. Other than Heineken, this tastes better. What is this? Iron City? I can't. Oh, this Pittsburgh bit. This isn't bad. This isn't bad. We used to get this when we stayed in Pittsburgh. This isn't bad. This isn't bad. What's this? Yeah, pale ale. You really got to like the bitter. Pale ales ain't the greatest if you don't like the pale bitter. And we got, yeah. So, and what else does he say? What else you got for me? The first form of marriage for men was polygamy, more than one wife. Polygamy in ancient Olmec, Oman, indigenous native culture, and American African culture. Coors get you right. Yeah, I used to, Killian's. Killian's is made by Coors, but it fucks my stomach up. It's the only beer that hurts my stomach. I can't drink it. Yeah, so, yeah, but my son, he'll get a 30-pack, and it don't cost hardly shit either. 30-pack don't really cost shit. Man, I watched Denzel again. Denzel is badder than John Wick. Other than getting shot in the back by the boy, that's the only mistake he did. He should have beat the boy up. Should have checked the boy for a weapon. That's the first thing you do. So, but I watched that again. I like John Wick 4. That's the best to me of them all is John Wick 4. I love John Wick 4. And I guess we're going to see Beekeeper next week. I don't really want to see Willy Wonka, so I don't know if we're going to go see Willy Wonka or not. I don't feel too Willy, and I don't feel too Wonka. So, did I do this one? When did this cat? What's his name? Why are they showing this now? He already died. He died in October, so I wonder why they're showing this now. They try to put, these other deaths in here, and they ain't even relative. That's what they try to give us. They try to give us non-relative deaths. But how's everybody's day today? Monogamy is a European, Eurocentric marriage style. Taoist masters. Well, really, it goes to you. You would have as many wives as you could afford. Yeah, you would have as many wives as you could afford, and whatever lodging you could afford, and that's kind of how it all went. Is you could have as many wives as you could afford. So, so that's the easiest way I can put it. I don't know. Even Europeans, it's always been a thing with concubines. It's like they talk about King David had 1,000 concubines. You couldn't live that long, but probably had a few. Again when they they always overhype it, but it's not a few. I mean, it's common to for the king to spread his seed. That's pretty common for the king to spread his seed. So. Okay, so, damn. Boy, I don't know, these some messed up. Oh, okay, they got pictures of R.J. Barrett with Toronto. I know he hate living up there, but I don't know, he probably don't like it because he is Canadian, I think. So that was probably a good fit for him. Oh, Carson Wentz, man. Okay, this is what I got is my Carson Wentz. Okay, Carson Wentz is going to start for the Rams. So for the Rams, let me see. Let me get this in here. Sports. Let me see if I can get this week 18 in here. Okay, let's get week 18 up in here. I watched The Equalizer 3 at the theater and streamed John Wick 4. I agree with a friend of mine that we Black American men are like John Wick. The odds are always against us in this system. Yeah, I could see that. I just like The Equalizer where you just you help the most deserving. Like, the Equalizer helps the ones that deserve it, but there's no justice. So he's kind of puts the justice in himself. He was just going to get a couple $100,000, and obviously the way he had to travel, he probably took a few bucks for himself, but he definitely was going to get a guy's pension back, and I mean he had a very aggressive way to get that back. It's like kill everybody in the house, kill everybody in the house to get the pension money. So I guess that got the boss's attention. So this shows, let's see, I think I can get all the scores here. Let's see. No, I don't want that. I want maybe right up here. I want less. Yeah, I don't want all that. Go back. I think, we got 2 games Saturday coming up. And Saturday we have Baltimore, and I don't see where they're going to say that if Jackson is going to play or not. But they are 3.5 point favorites. They're giving up 3 points, 3.5 at home. So I'm definitely going with the Ravens over the Steelers. Let me let you see it. But I like John Wick. This is what I like about John Wick. It's like you can't be stopped. I like that aspect. I like that. It's like he doesn't really have to be a superhero, but just with a little bit of technology, he can't be stopped. That's the message I get from him. It's like, I don't need to be a superhero, but like, I know the suits can stop bullets. I don't understand how he done fell off a couple buildings and survived. Now, the average nigga fall off a building, you through. So some kind of way, not only did he fall off one building and survive, he fell off 2. So other than that, that might be his only superpower, but You know, the ability to want to kill. Like The Equalizer has a scene where they recreate, because again, I said it was a mistake not to show him breaking in that first house and killing everyone. I thought that was a mistake. And you know, he has a flashback where he kills a couple people, and then he looks at himself in the mirror. You know, it's like, oh, you know, look at this savage. And then Houston plays the Colts, and they are giving, what's this? Okay, they are giving, I think they're giving Houston 1. So, and I forgot. Okay, the Ravens game is 36, and it's Ravens and Steelers. Ooh, I might go under on that game. Ravens and Steelers under. It's 36. Again, Houston, they're only giving up 1. Houston and the Colts are only giving up 1. Yeah, Houston's giving up 1. So I'm taking Houston. Colts at home, 47. I'm going to say under on that game. Tampa is giving up 5. Tampa is playing, let me see, is that up here next? Because I want to see, because a lot of this was in order. It's not giving me an order. Okay, here, this will give it to me. Okay, here we go. So Tampa is playing the Panthers, and Tampa is giving 5. I think they'll do that. The over and under is 37. And I'm looking at the Baltimore game, 36, and they say this game is 37. Panthers can score, but can Panthers score this much? I said under on the 36. I'm really thinking under on this 37 too. I'm going to say under there. But we'll see. And then next, the Browns and the Bengals. We don't. Joe, what's his name, is not going to play. He's not going to play today. So he's not going to play. Joe, whatever, used to play for the Ravens. Flacco's not going to play. What'd you say? I got a Master Yale, a third book called The Holy Grail of Orgasms. Woo. Woo.
Shit, boy, I'm trying to make me some money.
Well, thank you. That is so cool. Remember that one brother talking about, you know, he in the one movie said he could come for 3 hours. Remember that? He was talking about having the tantra. And it's like my wife was hitting me. He was like, you know, we can, I've said this before. She was like, well, we can, you know, do a circle down here, you know, see what happens inside that circle. I said, well, you know, about 8 minutes worth of action would happen, but but it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I was thinking about putting the cards down instead, you know, putting the cards down. So, but yeah. But thank you, Bishop Macbone. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I do. I really do. Thank you. So if anybody wants to look that up, it can hook you up. All right. So next game is Cleveland. Okay, Flacco is out and they're playing the Bengals. Now I picked Cleveland. Cleveland is giving up 6. Cleveland is giving up 6. I might turn on this because Flacco is not playing and they are giving up 6. But they still got a good defense. I think I'm going to go another under. All these 30 games, I think I'm going to hit them under. So I'm taking Cleveland. The next game is Detroit and the Vikings. I'm taking Detroit. They're giving up 3. I'm taking the 3. I'm going to go. This is 45. God, these all can't be unders. I might have to look at, but this one I'm definitely considering under. I'll put parentheses under because I think under too. Because they shut them down. I don't see Detroit's. I mean, they're Detroit's going to score a little more, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I should be the Patriots. Yeah, the Patriots are giving up 2. No, that can't be right. Patriots. Yeah, I think that's what I saw. And the over and under is 30. I'm definitely going under in all the 30 games. All these 30 games, I'm going under. So I got New England for that to beat the Jets. I got New Orleans and the Cardinals. I think that's right. No, the Falcons. The Saints and the Falcons, and the Saints are giving up 3. I'm taking that. And the over and under is 40. I think this one will be over. Jags, is that where I'm at? Yep, Jags and Titans. You know, I hate the Titans. They are giving up 5, which I don't like, but I think I've got another over here, though. They are calling this 40. I think this is going to go over. Seattle. Where am I at? Probably down a little more. There we go. Seattle and the Cardinals. Seattle should beat them. Seattle's giving up 3. The Cardinals at home. This over and under is 47. I don't see a shootout here, but I'm going to go over on that one too. Green Bay over Chicago. They're giving up 3. I think this is an under. They're giving up 3. I'm taking Green Bay and the 3. And I'm giving up 3. Kansas City is giving up 3 to the Chargers. Yeah, Kansas City is giving 3 to the Chargers, which I'm going to give that up. Over and under 36. I'm going to say this is over. I think this is the only under that I'll go over is that one. That's 30. And then we have Vegas and the Broncos. They're giving up. I thought I saw Broncos giving up 2. Maybe I wrote this down wrong. But I think, I don't know. And this is 38. I'm going to say under. Philly is playing the Giants. I am going with the Eagles. I'm going to go over 41. San Francisco, I'm giving up 3. Taking San Francisco with the Rams. They're giving up 3. I'm taking that. I'm going to go over there also. And then Dallas is giving up 13 against the Commanders, which I'm giving up the 13, taking that. But I'm going to say the game is going to be under at 45. I'm going to say under. And then the final game, Miami and the Bills. And the over and under is 50. I think I'm going to take over on that. That might be, and I'm taking the 3. I'm giving up 3 to Buffalo. So that is where I'm at for the last this year. So I'll get it on wax. I just have fun with that. But thank you so much, Brother Macbone. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Caught up with that. Because Zach Wilson is hurt. Oh, okay. We got a couple Vikings made the Pro Bowl. 2 Viking players selected. Daniel Hunter and Andrew DePola. What does DePola play? And the alternates would be C.J. Ham, first Jay Hawkinson, Josh. Well, you can let y'all read this. So, and Hawkinson can't go because he's a tight end that hurt his knee, so that will go down. So as people, opt out, because I thought they was only going to play tag anyway or flag, but Daniel Hunter and long snapper Andre DePola both made it. It's others though. I wonder if I can get all the all pro. What is this? 2024 Pro Bowl selections. See if we can get that. Selections. Is it 24 or 23? Oh, okay. It says a full. Okay. No thanks. It says a full selection. So let's see. Full selection of Pro Bowls. Let's see who made it. And really, we know that all pro is more important than Pro Bowl. You do get a ring for playing in a Pro Bowl. It is something that, but all pro is above Pro Bowl. And I think there's 3 teams all pro. It's above the Pro Bowl. Pro Bowl is, again, it's all pro is what you want. So the Pro Bowl roster. So here we go. The Pro Bowl rosters are as follows. Lamar Jackson is starting, and then Patrick Mahomes, and then Toa. Running backs, Raheem Mostert, James Cook, and Derrick Henry. Fullback is Alec Ingold. Tyreek Hill, Amari Cooper been hurt a lot. Keenan Allen, Jamari Chase. Oops. Tight end is Travis Kelsey and David Najeo. There we go. Okay. All right. And let me see. So this is again, we're AFC. Where did I lose my place? Tight ends. Okay. Offensive tackle, Larry Tunsil. Oh, he still plays for Miami. He's still with Miami. Okay. Deion Dawkins and Taron Armstead. Quentin Nelson, Joel Batano, and Joe Thuney. Center is Creed Humphreys and Tyler Lambaugh. Defense is Myles Garrett, Max Crosby, and Ty Hendrickson. Terry Lyman, Chris Jones, Quentin Williams, and Justin Maboke. Outside linebackers is TJ Watt, Calais Mack, and Josh Allen of the Jaguars. Inside linebacker, Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen. Cornerbacks, Patrick Surhane from Denver, Sauce Gardner, the Jets. Jalen Ramsey, man, he been getting burnt. He been getting burnt this year. Denzel Ward, free safety, Justin Simmons, and Minka Fitzpatrick. Strong safety, Kyle Hamilton. Long snapper, Ross Masalik. Punter, AJ Cole. Kicker, Justin Tucker. And specialist is Marvin Mims Jr. And special teamer is Miles Killebrew. Now, the NFC is Brock Purdy is the quarterback, and Dak and Matthew Stafford. Running back is Christian McCaffrey and DeAndre Swift for the Eagles. Yeah, I read that early. About 5 or 6 Eagles made it. Corinne Williams, the Rams. Kyle Zarzik. Alphabet. Just call him Kyle Alphabet. San Francisco 49ers. Wide receivers is CeeDee Lamb. Cowboys, A.J. Brown. My Eagles. Mike Evans and Puka Naka of the Rams. Tight end is Kittle and Sam Laporta. Offensive tackle is Trent Williams of the Niners. Lane Johnson. Offensive guard is Zach Martin of Cowboys. Chris Lindstrom and Landon Dickerson. Center is Jason Kelsey of my Eagles. Frank Ragnow of the Lions. Defense is Nick Bosa. Monte Sweat, and Adrian Hutchinson of the Lions. Aaron Donald made it again. Wow. Dexter Lawrence, Jason Havgrove. Outside, Michael Parsons. Danielle Hunter, as I just said, and Hassan Reddick of the Eagles. Inside linebacker, Fred Warren. Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner's iffy. Deron Bland. Jarvis Ward, Jelon Johnson, and Devin Weatherspoon. Free safety is Jesse Bates. Strong safety is Buda Baker and Justin Love. Long snapper is Andre Dupola, as I said before. Brian Anger of the Cowboys is the punter. Brandon Aubrey. Wow, punter and kicker both made it from the Cowboys. Return specialist Rashid Shaneed, and special team is Jalen Reeves Mabin. So that is your all-pro team, y'all. That is the all-pro team. Oh, and you can get all-pro gear, but I think they're going to play flag this year. I think they're going to play flag this year because it's unnecessary risk. Like from every. Tell you what though, I do like these. Is this fitted? I don't need that. Oh, these are fitted. Huh. Oh, no, I kind of don't mind this. I'm kind of with this. I don't really mind this. And you probably can get any team. I mean, you probably ain't just got to get San Francisco. 38 plus 15 off. Or free shipping. Oh, free shipping. Well, this ain't bad. Oh, it's a snapback. Yeah, nah, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I take that back. Yeah, that is not stiff at all. I do not like that. Do they have the? Because that one's marked as it's marked. It's marked. Oh, okay. It says snapback on there. All right, I misread. It does say snapback on there. I misread. Sorry to waste y'all time. But thank you so much Magbone, I'm glad you hit a lick and you can share the manifestation, sharing that. That's great. That is great, and I appreciate it. And everyone out there, I hope you have abundance, and sharing abundance is great, and I appreciate it. I hope I can do the same one day to you, brother. I tell you, it just seems like you pay off some bills. It's like now I'm paying for a trip. Not for this year. I'm paying for a trip for next year. Because that was a lot of bread to just come up with at one time. And I ain't like that I ain't got it, but it's a lot of other things that need to be gotten too. So, but she'll go. That's what matters. She'll go and have the experience. So, Brad Satterfield, thank you. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. And to be up this late, you definitely must have.
Got to have vision.
And I hope you'll mind and join everyone else and come have a seat on the Galactic Patio.
Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmic.
We're doing the cosmic slop all night long, but there's only one rule.
Don't touch my.
Leave that F-150 alone, but if you do, I promise to take you. Take you higher, baby. So yeah, that's the news on that. And we're still trying to figure out. What's interesting too is the Lions referee are doing the Ravens Steelers games. The refs that botched the Detroit, and they've been saying they ain't doing the playoffs. They say some of them ain't gonna do the playoffs. But anyway, that referee is working the primetime game between the Ravens. I think it's the Ravens and Steelers. He's either doing the Ravens Steelers or he's doing the Dolphins games. So. Now, let's see what it says here. Navigate. Let's break it down. 4 teams locked. We know Baltimore is locked into the number 1 seed. We know that. Let's check it out. So we know Baltimore is locked into the number 1 seed. San Francisco's the number 2. Cleveland Chiefs are locked as the number 5 seed. In the AFL, so is the Chiefs. Chiefs is 3. Cleveland's 5. Cowboys will lock up the East title. NFC's number 2 seed with a win if they beat Washington. Number 2 seed would avoid match with the 49ers in the championship. Gives a higher. So Cowboys, the Eagles will be scorecard watching. If Dallas is out to a big lead against Commanders, head coach has already hinted he will protect his starters. The Eagles could slip into the number 2 spot if the Cowboys get upset and they win. Miami's aren't just battling with Buffalo, but they're also battling the Bills for the East title. If they lose to the Bills, Miami will drop to the number 2 seed. And the number from the 2 to the 6. Wow. The Rams locked up a playoff spot playing for a seed. Lions are likely to stay at the number 3 seed. They can move up to number 2 with win over the Vikings and loss from both Dallas and Philadelphia. Wow. Now, what are they telling you there? Wow. Do you think that'll happen, that Dallas and Philadelphia will both lose? That's crazy. The Bills have everything at stake. Lock up the division title and number 2 AFC seed. If they lose, they could easily lose out on the playoff berth altogether, depending on the Jaguars will clinch the South, so they'll get into the wild card. Indianapolis can secure a berth or win over Houston. Houston are in similar positions as the Colts, though the Colts have a slightly easier path. When they win, Houston can sue playoff berth. Steelers will need some luck. Tampa Bay can clinch the NFC South. The Packers can clinch a playoff berth if they beat the Bears. With a Green Bay loss, Seattle win. Wow. So, the Vikings are out. Brad, I've seen the conspiracy in the NFL ever since my Bengals came to last couple of years. I never understood why certain teams get preferential treatment. Like, it's not even, you can even like look at like if you really look at what saved the NBA, saving the NBA really was the Celtics winning every year. For some reason, that's what they took to. Like when they had other games where, the league was competitive, it seemed like people weren't as interested. But because remember when the Lakers won, Minneapolis Lakers won 5 in a row, it seemed like people wasn't as interested. And then, they said, well, wait a minute. They let the Celtics do it, the league, like that. So it's like I've said, the Bengals will probably never win a Super Bowl. The Lions will probably never win a Super Bowl. The Cardinals will probably never win a Super Bowl. There's only Titans. The Titans, they'll probably never win a Super Bowl. Panthers, Jags, I'm kind of on the line with because sometimes they let these expansion teams, but most of them probably won't. Those 5 or 6 I named, they'll never win a Super Bowl, and so that's why. I'm just going by. If you look at just the past, the history, and it's like these teams have gotten so close. Like remember when it was Houston had beat Pittsburgh one year, dude caught a touchdown and tapped his legs. They called him out of bounds. Replay showed it was a catch. So I mean, they knew it was a catch then. I mean that, but see that's good. It's like I think they like the tuck rule. They were what is it? Like you can see when they get desperate when it doesn't go the way they think it should go. That's what we saw in the tuck rule, and this was even worse because the flag didn't come out right away. And as I said before, it was unbalanced line. So that other lineman didn't have to be on the line. It's an unbalanced line. So that back was fine being off the line. That's why that receiver could catch. So, so yeah, it's like, the Lions, my best friend, he loves the Lions, but it doesn't look like the Lions are ever going to get their chance. Unfortunately, I'm trying to see if anybody else is going to be, they got their best all-time players from every franchise. Who cares? Is that telling us you're going to do somebody else in? This is interesting. Breaking down the top 100 players. So, yeah. Not a lot. No, I'm just trying to get some hints on what's coming up and who's sitting down and not really showing a lot. On the new trade, the Knicks look good tonight. The Knicks look really good tonight. I must admit, the Knicks look good. And who did they play? I watched that game. The Knicks look real good. I will get back into playing basketball, baseball back in the day. I played the position left outfielder. I would get me a baseball bat, Louisville Slugger, and a wooden baseball glove and play baseball. Man, I played baseball from the time I was 5 years old until really I was 14. And if I would have got glasses earlier, I would have kept playing. I needed glasses because I couldn't see the ball after, I got older, and that's all I really needed. Once I could have played, and then, I broke my finger too, and that kind of discouraged me. So those two things kind of went together is why I didn't play high school baseball, because I destroyed this finger and it's still destroyed for one, and didn't get glasses in time. And lost interest. I must admit I lost interest. So what was the games? Yeah, let's see. Catch some. Okay, what was this? The Heat beat the Lakers. What was the game I watched? I watched the Knicks play. Oh, right here. Yeah, the Knicks. Shit, that dude, OG, looked good. He looked good tonight. Yeah, they beat the Bulls 100-16. I watched that game. Who else watched games? That's the two I watched. I watched the Lakers and the Heat, and I watched the Bulls and the Knicks. And we see the Pistons lost again. What, they let them win at 1 or 2? Pistons, they let them win one, but then they lost again. Look at this score. Wow, this is the score for the gamblers right here. Wow, look at that score. No defense on either side. But look at this, the Kings and the Magic, 130. I watched the Magic play last night. Suggs played last night. I watched that game. I watched them. I forget who they played. But they played last night. Here, let me see. Go back to the second. Tell you who Orlando plays. Seem like that's yeah. This was on TV. This was on national TV. The Warriors and the Magic. So, not surprised the Magic lost back-to-back games. Yeah, and that was a close one, but they played back-to-back. So, I don't know. Oh, this was the one I was talking about right here. The Bucks. Bucks getting beat by the Pistons. They're already trying to show you a narrative. Or the Bucks getting beat by the Pacers. They're already showing you a narrative. And remember, they knocked them out in the NC tournament. They knocked the Bucks out too. So, that shouldn't surprise anyone. So, kind of what they got going on there. Early picks for the All-Stars. I played amateur basketball at the local community center. I play position of guard and forward. My talents are shooting 3-pointers and half-court 5-pointers and excellent dribbling. Okay, you can handle the rock, huh? Well, when I hoop, they call me Mr. Wonderful. Give me the ball, I could do it all. So that's what they call me, Mr. Wonderful. Give me the ball, I can do it all. And I thought about trying to play again, but I don't know. I got to sign up in the gym one of these days. So, staying a little tired, y'all. Been off the last couple of days. Looking at the world. I know what I want to see. I know what I want to show. Let me see if I can find this. This will probably be in this. I know what I want to talk about. See if I can find that. Because I don't think, let's see, I don't think it would be in my, maybe. I think I watched it on the new. Oh, yeah, here it is. Here it is right
with
here.
Heightened tensions over the.
This is NBC News, and I don't know if y'all caught this, but this man was killed.
In the Middle East, here in this country, a Muslim leader was shot and killed today outside his mosque in Newark, New Jersey. Emily Aketa is.
Okay, the minute I saw this, you know what I thought? Ain't New Jersey where they hid that dude that killed Malcolm X, the one with this double-barrel shotgun? Ain't that this New Jersey mosque? It wasn't that where that dude was? I'm pretty sure this is the same mosque when they was showing where the dude went and worshiped. This mosque right here, this green. Pretty sure this is the same mosque. So when I heard this, that was the first thing I thought about. Then they said he wrestled a gun from somebody before. So let them tell it.
Details.
Tonight, a manhunt for the gunman who shot and killed an imam outside of his own place of worship just after 6 a.m., around the time of the first prayer of the day for Muslims.
Where was the male hit on his body? It was hit one time in the abdomen and right arm.
Authorities say Imam Hassan Sharif, a community leader and longtime officer for the TSA at Newark Airport, was shot multiple times and died this afternoon.
See, that was my first thought. My first thought was, this is where, I'm like, this is probably payback for Malcolm right here. Because this is that mosque. I'm pretty sure this is that New Jersey mosque. Maybe I'm wrong. Mac Bones says, I will also get me a Spalding basketball. I will play the game at the gym as a fun way of increasing my win. Oh, this summer I swam. I played pickleball every day for 2 to 3 hours. I swam practically an hour every day, and I shot baskets for probably almost 45, 50 minutes every day, just shot baskets. So I need to get back in it. But now, everything is kind of feeling better. It's about time to get back in it. But yeah, I'm going to let this play.
It does not appear that the imam was a victim of a biased crime or that this is related to terrorism.
Still, with incidents of Islamophobia surging since the start of the Israel-Hamas war, Sharif's death heightened fears for some Muslims.
I'm afraid a lot of days to come out of my own house. And I'm afraid a lot of days just being in my own house because we just never know.
Margaret Adebayo is a leader at a nearby church. She says they often hear gunshots in the neighborhood.
What do you know about the imam next door?
That he's a good man.
And my name is Chef Boy Methuselah, Chef Boy golly, Roshida. Chef Boy's Roshida. Roshida got her Chef Boy RD hat on and got her a hoodie on, and the hoodie is fairly clean, but instead of, she had her chef hat on.
He's accommodating.
So, man, she ain't even got any eyebrows, no makeup. You can tell, man, she just all about business. Whatever she do, she's not trying to look cute to nobody.
He's very friendly. We all work together.
Sharif was involved in the Newark Interfaith Alliance and frequently protested against gun violence, the very thing that today took his life.
While we will bring these perpetrators to justice, and we will do so, there is nothing that we can do to bring Imam Sharif back to his loved ones and to his community.
And Emily, you're learning this wasn't the first time the imam was attacked at the mosque.
Lester, that's right. The president of the board here tells me someone pulled a gun on Sharif just a few months ago in the parking lot, but he managed to wrestle the gun away. Police would not comment on that incident.
Wow. Yeah, that was the last part I wanted to play. Yeah. So I think that's a Malcolm. That's from Malcolm. That's what I thought. I thought that was more from Malcolm. And did you guys see Iran had twin blasts today? Iran, U.S. says ISIS could have crafted Iran. They say America say we didn't do it. And then we got this that they're talking about today. They gave out some lists to Jeffrey.
A federal judge ruled the names of Epstein's alleged victims and those connected to him must be made public. Epstein was...
See, they got some names on there like Bill Clinton. And we know a lot of people, but they putting them names on there and, if he really died, because it's very doubtful, but, it's interesting. They put this out. That's interesting. So you didn't check that out. A little bit there for you. It's funny. I'm looking here. I watched what Sly says about the Cracker Barrel. And what's funny is I live near one and we go almost once a week. They have the best country fried steak in the area. I get the same thing every time. I get green beans, and their green beans are definitely good. And I get country fried steak with gravy on it. They got good coffee, so I guess it's a little different. I went to the one in Battle Creek and Kalamazoo. They both had them. I've been to both of them, so I don't know. I guess it's a little different. I mean, I literally live, I literally live probably 7-8 minutes from a Cracker Barrel. We could go every day. But we go about once a month. We go about, I'd say every 2 weeks we go at least once. We probably go twice a month because it's so close and convenient. And it's, good, meals. Good meals, great coffee. So, so it's funny. Super Sly said that. I think that's funny. I've been wanting to show this. Yeah. This is like cold-blooded. Yeah, I'll set this up like this. Yeah, this is cold-blooded right here. He says some things in this I didn't even know. So I'm gonna let this brother, I'm gonna just let him tell you. This is deep.
A dark and genocidal history. State officials just recently decided to retire their state flag, which is a perfect representation of settler colonialism. The original state flag and its seal was first developed back in 1858 And this was during a time when the Dakota people and other indigenous communities in the state of Minnesota were being driven off their ancestral homelands. Let's take a closer look at the flag. Like I said, it's pretty ugly. It's actually been voted one of the ugliest state flags in the United States. But in the middle, you can see a European settler who's farming the land and a Native American who's on a horse.
And let me say, I've listened to this dude for a minute. He just started saying European. And, you know, that's all I say. You know, when I speak of, you know, the other people in this country, I say European, what it is. You know, white is something they constructed. So, you know, I kind of like, okay, I see people who listen to me and say European instead of white. But let's go.
And apparently this is a representation of Europeans taking over Minnesota territory and Native Americans moving westward, basically being driven off their land to make way for settler colonial progress. This is pretty much the story of settler colonialism throughout Turtle Island. You have European settlers who are occupying lands that do not belong to them. They're committing acts of genocide. They're cleansing the territory of indigenous communities to make way for European settlement. The Minnesota state seal, which is on the flag, is pretty much a celebration of U.S. imperialism and a clear example of indigenous erasure. What we call the state of Minnesota belonged to the Dakota people and other indigenous nations. These indigenous communities have been in this territory since time immemorial. Broken treaties, forced removal, and acts of genocide cleared the land for European settlement. Enter Alexander Ramsey and Henry Sibling, key figures in the story. Ramsey, as the first governor of Minnesota, played a huge role in the Dakotas' dispossession of their land rights. And Henry Sibling, he profited from this injustice.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't know how I hit it. That shit was heating up. Okay. Bring it back.
Safely removes poor guy.
Bring it back. Sorry. He was cooking too. So if I can catch it where he was. Because he was getting at a good part, and I'm sorry, my hand hit the... Because he said something here I didn't know. So let's get into it. He's a little bit into it. He's talking about Ramsey. Okay. Now, Ramsey, I live in Ramsey County. So the county I live in, no, I don't. I live in Dakota County. But Ramsey is, it's part of St. Paul. I don't live in Ramsey. So, but I'm going to let him get back to it. Let him explain. He told some stuff I did not know. So let's go.
Here's in the story. Ramsey, as the first governor of Minnesota, played a huge role in the Dakotas' dispossession of their land rights. And Henry Sibling, he profited from this injustice, becoming incredibly wealthy, while the Dakota people were suffering immensely. Alexander Ramsey even helps pass legislation in the state of Minnesota that makes it illegal for indigenous people to exist and live in the state. In addition,
we got to hear that again.
Illegal for indigenous people to exist and live in the state. Helps pass legislation in the state of Minnesota that makes it illegal for indigenous people to exist and live in the state. For indigenous people to exist and live in the state. In addition to becoming incredibly wealthy from taking Native American territories, Henry Sibling also played a major role in the creation of militias that were meant to destroy indigenous communities. Ramsey, Sibling, and Seth Eastman are the individuals responsible for developing Minnesota's state seal and flag. Seth Eastman's wife, Mary Eastman, also writes a poem about Minnesota's state flag, and it's pretty revealing. So let's check it out. Give way, young warrior. Thou and thy steed give way. Rest not, though lingers on the hills the red sun's parting ray. The rock bluff and the prairie land the white man claims them now. The poem, which is stark and brutal, reflects the settler colonial mindset that leads to the genocide of the Dakota people. Some 5 years later, the Dakota and other indigenous communities would be completely driven from Minnesota Territory. On December 26, in 1862, 38 Dakota warriors were executed in the largest mass hanging in U.S. history.
I live very close to this. I live within about 20, 25 minutes. This is out by our smaller airport. But this is, yeah. And this is there, and the energy there is horrible. But let's go.
Thousands of Dakota people are displaced. Many die in concentration camps like Fort Snelling and Crow Creek. Scout bounties are also created by the state of Minnesota, and settlers can earn up to $200 for every dead Dakota. It's a sickening settler colonial nightmare. Finally, after all these years, the state of Minnesota has redesigned their flag and state seal. Here it is. Check it out. It's not quite as ugly.
Yeah, but Bishop Macbone, thank you very much. You have been very generous tonight, and I appreciate it. The well-known YouTuber known as LR Movement YouTuber name stands for the Lorraine Audubon Revival Movement in the fever of Malcolm X, MLK Jr., shining example of authentic black manhood. And it says, life is the ultimate religion. Love is the ultimate power. Truth is the ultimate law. Well, you can't, the truth doesn't change. The truth doesn't change. And that's, that's why, this tribe here is the wealthiest tribe in the nation. I mean, again, there was a admitted genocide, and, they gave them their money back. And I say, I'll say there's a sacrifice in it too. Killing them 38 is kind of, how they're being repaid, but rightly so, they should be repaid. I thought that Oregon was the only state that banned, it was only supposed to be a European state. Because, like really, if you really look at it, and I've talked about this before, I had a book. This came out before my son was born, so I want to say it's 1994. And it was a what does it say? Okay. I think it was, I don't know if it was Time magazine. Maybe it was a Time. But what it said is, it was called What is Whiteness? And it was showing how really, even like Jewish faith folks, this is them saying that they're white. This is something new. This is something I would dare say they never said this before. Like, look at some of the civil rights stuff. They would never say they was white. European, of course, but never white. And now they say they white. So that's like the last 20 years. That wasn't looked at. When this book was in 94, their first name was first. Because, they don't, again, at one time, a WAP is a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant, which was, here. That's the Pilgrim story. They was Protestants, and they couldn't practice their Protestants, so they had to come here and kill for, so they could practice their religion. They had to kill to be allowed to practice their religion. So, oh man, I tell you, I listen to Sly. I don't turn the TV on until really the basketball games. Now, if my wife is here, she'll turn the TV on there today. I don't. Like between her working and, she'll have the TV on while she's working. Sometimes. She just likes that noise, that white noise. I did this story the other day, and I wanted to show you, I want to show you a little bit of it, kind of that it didn't turn out too bad.
That man was convicted of.
Now I talked about the little girl who accidentally got shot in the face. Yeah, she's not too bad. Whoops, where'd it go? So yeah, she's not too bad. I mean, nobody wants to be shot in the face, but I don't know if this swelled her up or this is the cut. So, the guy, so she got shot with a, what is it, 7.63? Is that it? She got shot with the AR, and, it's a gun that'll tumble pretty easy. And if it hits glass, depending on the way it'll tumble is depending on what it will hit. So it's a pretty light bullet, and depending on how high he shot it up in the air and the trajectory that it came down, the vector that it hit her, it doesn't look like, it had a lot of force. It hit so many other things that, the bullet was tumbling really slow. And if you look at it, looks like it hit her flat. It looked like it flat and kind of just burned her. It was still hot. So it looks like it hit her flat. You see what I'm saying? Once the bullet was tumbling, yeah, it's odd the way I'm saying it, but yeah, the bullet was pretty compressed when it hit her. That's my point. It was compressed already. And so when it hit her, wasn't a lot of energy left in the bullet because it hit so many other things. And it went so high. So the energy, but positive story, it could have been a lot worse. I mean, if that bullet had any real trajectory, you can see where it probably would have killed her. If it had any, from hitting this and that bullet was, full and had full impact, it would have killed her. So I've said many times, I'm guilty of that. I'm very guilty of shooting on New Year's, and it's something that was immature, and I didn't know that really I could hurt people. So I'm beyond. That's kind of how I was. Huh? I'm not hip to this story. Kind of interesting. Let's see. I guess this is give you a little history of sneakers. I love sneakers. Let's see what they got to say about it. Some bullshit. I'll turn it off. But
TV's expanded news gathering facility. WTCN TV, Channel 11.
This is KARE 11 News at 10.
These days, they're a big part of our everyday life, whether you're sitting or standing, walking or running, whether you want that dapper look or an athletic look. A good pair of tennis shoes is a must for today's modern wardrobe.
Very important. Keep it comfortable,
I'm a process server, and I do a lot of running around downtown, and I need to be comfortable.
You play a lot of tennis?
Not really, but I just like tennis shoes.
In fact, ask anyone how many pairs of tennis shoes they have at home, and the answer will never be just one.
3?
Well, like 4. I think about 6.
And that's another thing about tennis shoes. You never want to throw the old ones away. Personally, I carry 6 old pair with me at all times. My old walking shoes, jogging, mowing the lawn, fishing. Ha! I remember I caught a big tuna with these on. Sailing. Oh, and these are my favorite. Yep, I've had these ever since the last hurricane. And it's no wonder people save their tennis shoes when you look at the space-age designs and prices of many of today's top brands. Take this basketball shoe, for instance.
It's $110. It's made out of a compound EVA sole with an air bladder encased in the midsole. It's electrovinyl acetate. It has memory, optimum amount of cushioning, great support, stability.
But a shoe with memory control.
Yeah, basically.
Sounds more like a rocket ship than a shoe, doesn't it? And how about this aerodynamic running shoe? It sells for $159.
If you're, a gym fix, this would be your shoe. If you're a gym who runs, 2 miles a month, you would not buy this shoe.
And as far as the days of the old $7.99 sneaker, well, they're still around, but people just won't admit it.
I don't know. I never have a $7.99 sneakers.
Maybe if I go out in the boat fishing.
Hey, they ain't $7.99. I bought my daughter a pair, and Nike owns Converse, and the good pair was like $80-$90 of Cons. So you can't get Cons for $7 no more. So this is just a little something that caught my attention. Little look back at history.
Little girl is just out of surgery.
Little look at history and oh, okay. So they arrested. So did they? Fridley man arrested a stuck girl on New Year's Day. I don't know if this is the same girl. Let's see. Yeah, it is. It's the same girl. And look at this. Look at all the bread they raised for her. Let me go back. So if you want to donate, anybody ever watches this, you want to donate. They done raised about $3,000 for her being in the hospital. I couldn't imagine the mama don't have insurance though, but if they don't, my daughter's a victim, I'm bearing with a gruesome injury, any help? Oh, she wants to move. Okay. Yeah. Because she might have to pay her last rent, and then to move, she's going to need, at least $3,000. Especially a house, decent as like she had. I mean, it's everywhere. So this is the same story. I wasn't sure. I saw this earlier, but I wasn't sure because it was 2 children that got struck. God damn. When is this? Where is this at? Excuse me. Where is this at? Wow. Wow. This is crazy. This is, I guess, let them tell it.
Shot and killed at the Embassy Suites in Northwest D.C. We're told she was at a party with friends. This shooting marking D.C.'s first homicide of the year. About 2 hours ago, the accused shooter appeared in court. Our Delia Gonsalves has shocking new information on what led up to that shooting. Delia, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Simone.
Delia is cute. Get down, Delia.
Well, and the courtroom was full of anxious family members, still obviously grieving. I spoke to them afterwards. They didn't want to talk on camera because they heard some very heartbreaking details inside this courtroom today. The defendant in this case pled not guilty. His defense attorney arguing that even though witnesses at the party saw him with a gun, no one testified to actually seeing the shooting. After police issued a surveillance picture of 18-year-old Jelani Cousins of Northeast, a witness, we're told, brought him to the 1st District Police Station Tuesday to turn himself in for the murder of Ashley Hines. Ashley Hines, a freshman at LSU, home for the holiday, attended a New Year's Eve party at Embassy Suites in Friendship Heights. Prosecutors say about 6 people were having a sleepover when the person who rented the room invited a boy over who then brought 5 other young men to the hotel room, including the defendant. It turns out the defendant is a relative of the person who hosted the party. But get this, witnesses say he was, quote, trying to have sex with one of the young ladies who was drunk, and that the guys were, quote, rude and disrespectful. They were told to leave. Pushed out of the hotel room, the door slammed on their faces. According to court documents, that's when Cousins, who already showed his gun, allegedly said, quote, "I'll blow this spot up," repeatedly before firing 2 shots through that closed door. We're also learning that both bullets hit 18-year-old Ashley Hines. She was on the other side of that door. And listen to this, she was gathering her items. She was about to leave because things had turned sour. According to the medical examiner, she was shot twice.
Damn. Our people being our people. That's all I can say about that is our people being our people. That is the very sad thing about this is our people being our people. And, you just never know. You just never know. Oh, man, I'm just sitting here cracking myself up, y'all, because this shit is funny. It is really funny. So I'll tell you what, this is the season, the Grim Reaper season. We got the Grammys, American Musical Awards. We've got the Super Bowl. We've got the college national championship. So this is a time of heavy ritual. This is heavy ritual time. So don't be surprised before Monday's national championship game that we are going to see, more died. Okay, here's another one. Now when let's see. What day though? I want to get when this, because sometime they say these and the dude died some months ago. Where does it say when? So here's another guy, Mickey Cantrell. He's a publicist, actor, and a producer. Now, again, I can't say. It's not telling me a date here. So, but perhaps. Again, this is another one. This is at least 8 or 9. So, this is heavy ritual season for that kind of thing. So it's best to, and if you want to bet, you see how these games going. This is a big consideration. Is look who they took out. Damn, I didn't hear about this. Oral surgeon sentenced to 45 years in girlfriend's fatal overdose. I didn't hear about this. Oral surgeon sentenced to 45 years. He gave his girlfriend. An oral surgeon in Maryland who was for months supplied his girlfriend with addictive anesthesia solutions was sentenced to 45 years. Isn't that what Michael Jackson was getting? He was getting the same thing, anesthesia. Formerly ran Evolution Oral Surgery in Germantown, showed little reaction to circuit court, imposed the punishment, which is life for him. Far City State sentencing suggestions for the case. Her body gave out at 25 years old. You knew better. Turning the case, they calculate sentencing guideline on which are not binding at 10 to 25, but said the facts emerged. The trial persuaded to go well beyond. Among addictions played a major part in the exploitation of trust. Harris' mother's and clutched each other's hand. Met him several years ago when he hired her and they started dating and moved in together. Ryan's trial showed them regularly communicating about bringing home drugs from his practice and IV equipment to administer them. Wow. The morning, according to court records, Ryan went downstairs and found Harris unresponsive in the room. He called 911. They pronounced her dead at the scene. Autopsy showed she died of ketamine, propofol, diazepam intoxication. Prosecutors sought a 55 minimum sentence, arguing that Ryan kept giving Harris the drugs he stole from his office, even as her condition deteriorated. Prosecutors long said that while Ryan didn't necessarily set out to kill her, he knew how deadly it can be, especially administered inside a home, sometimes by herself. So she was giving this to herself. The prosecutors note in the court finding that Ryan told police a month before Harris's death he had to perform CPR on her when she had overdosed. And that one actor just died of this ketamine too, I think. Ryan's attorney sought a far shorter sentence, age 60. So, a deeply flawed individual had no desire to kill her. Text message shows February when Ryan first introduced her to ketamine, a drug often used for surgery sedation, would help her anxiety. I'll give you an injection, he wrote. The anxiety would be completely gone. That Ryan may have, on some level, thought he was helping her. I do understand, sir. You don't need to set out to kill her, but the judge had to cross the line. Couples conversation expanded. Can you get me more versed in ketamine? The text was often in her home. So she became an addict probably too. And that was his way of controlling her. Wow. So sad. So sad. Oh, there's my man Jamar, 3224. What is happening? And I know you definitely got to have vision. And I know you are one who will join me on the Galactic Patio getting down. Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cause. And there's only one rule. Don't touch my... Leave that F-150 alone, but if you do, I'll guarantee I will take you... I am looking forward to watching the Super Bowl. I want to check out the new ball game manipulation. Yeah, and I think I'm going to might Trying to think if I'm gonna hook it up here or I'm just gonna, stream off the phone like I've done the last. I think this is 3 years. This will be my 4th year streaming live on the Super Bowl. So I'm probably gonna continue. I'll stream live on the Super Bowl while I watch it. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out too. Definitely high and higher, baby, higher, baby. So yeah, I'm gonna check it out. So I'll probably live stream. I don't know if I'm gonna live stream Monday or not. I don't think I'm going anywhere. I don't know if I'm going back over to Tony's or not Monday. Everybody's got to work like the next day, except me. This is my work. This is among other few things, but so I will probably watch it here, watch the game here. Maybe my son will come over or something. I don't know, So maybe my Lakers, oh yeah, they didn't look good tonight. Anthony Davis, he looked good, but the rest of them didn't look good. The rest of them did not look good. Oh, he got 45 years. Okay. Yeah, he can appeal that. Sounds like he's going to have a good case to appeal. What was it? Oh. Hiya, baby. Hiya, baby. Damn, why he go 10 years in prison? Ooh, Leon. I was watching Richard Pryor the other night. They ain't got no typhus. Spending for a wrongful lawsuit, Aguilar's authority withheld, leading to prison more than a decade. Wow, check this out. I didn't hear about this. Kennedy cousin sues Connecticut town after spending 10 years in prison for wrongful conviction. A Kennedy family cousin, Michael Sakal, is suing Connecticut town after spending 10 years in prison for a wrongful conviction. In the new suit, Mr. Sagal alleges authorities withheld evidence leading to his imprisonment for more than a decade after his wrongful conviction for the murder of 15-year-old Martha Moxie in 75. Yeah, I remember this now. I remember this. According to the lawsuit, town of Greenwich, its police department investigators conspired, assisted, and otherwise acted jointly in concerned effort, one or more of each of the aforementioned others, to violate his civil rights. He alleges the authorities withheld statement from witness who said 2 other men were in Mrs. Moxley's neighborhood the night of the murder. The defendant in the lawsuit knew that there were other more likely suspects and there were no probable cause to arrest or maintain a prosecution against the plaintiff, but it continued to do so intentionally and maliciously in order to convict the Kennedy cousin. This was a big, kind of a big deal. Who lived across the street from the family in the wealthy Greenwich, found in her family's backyard in 75. She was bludgeoned to death with a golf club from his home. Sound like somebody was trying to set him up. He was first arrested in 2000 before he was found guilty and sentenced to 20 years in life in 2002. He was released in 2013 after a judge overturned his conviction. He determined that his old trial lawyer failed to adequately represent him. The chief state attorney declined to prosecute him, sought to find his freedom. After the trials argued, was angry, she spun his advances while having sexual liaisons with his brother. Among others, was mentioned possible. However, he denied any involvement in the killing. Meanwhile, his brother was also denied he killed her, maintaining he was miles away at the time. No arrest had been made, but he was lawsuit seeking compensation from the city and the investigators. Yeah, he gonna get that bread. He gonna make them pay. They are definitely going to pay. But yeah, the Lakers suck. Christie had a couple nasty dunks, so some of the dunks was not too bad. But they're not playing well. And I don't know any one thing. Do we think they're gonna make the playoffs? You betcha they're gonna be close. They're gonna be close in the playoffs. What is she? What did she do? She said, I was given 12 weeks to live almost 4 years ago. I've defied all the odds. Oh, wow. And she beat it. Wow. She beat it. She beat cancer. Shit. They told my grandfather that he was going to had 6 months to live, and he lived 20 more years. Now, the condition he lived in became, as he got really older, but at first, before my grandmother died, he was sick and had to quit working and stuff, but he lived 20 more years after having brain cancer. So it's not a death sentence. all the time. So it's good to have, good stories sometime. Oh, they didn't get him. They didn't get this dude. They delayed it again. Oh, this dude. Okay, so this guy, lethal injection. They was delayed because you remember that what is it, Mississippi or is it here? Because the one dude they was gonna poison him to death. They wasn't gonna give him lethal injection. This dude, what did they do? Lethal injection in Oklahoma has been paused for determined for the mentally competent enough to be executed. Wow. Slaying of a mother and son in Pittsburgh County after a property dispute. Should be remanded in court for a hearing. So no, but I was wondering if this was the one where they the dude they lethal injection him and didn't kill him. They gave him lethal injection, it didn't kill him. Yeah, and Jordan Peele's got a new movie coming out. I think I read about that the other night. So who is this? What does he do? Who is he? Oh, this is a boxer. I'm not hip to him. Oh, him. Okay. This cat got arrested for carjacking. Probably was arguing over a car or something. Heavyweight boxing boxers arrested, charged with carjacking without a firearm or weapon and burglary and assault. He's accused of attacking a car dealership employee before fleeing in the Dodge Ram that was recently repossessed, according to local news, which cited Hollywood police. According to the report, he placed the employee in a chokehold and slammed into the ground before he grabbed the keys and jumped in it. Probably was his truck they took. He was rising up ranks when he landed a shot at then Joshua, but he tested positive for performing hassling drugs and he missed out on a career payday. So, what is this? Teeny and isn't this old? Is this new? T.I. and Teeny sued again for allegations. Didn't they show pictures of her with a mustache or something? Saudi State Los Angeles Hotel 05. Accuser claims she met them in nightclub. Okay. Well, if they did it, we'll see. Wow. Wow, that boxer got his ass whooped. Yeah, they were just saying that he lost in the desert 2 weeks ago. That's what it said. It said right here, Miller lost to Daniel Dubais by 12th round TKO last month in Saudi Arabia. So yeah, in his most high profile. So, I guess he couldn't get his money enough to get his truck. They repossessed his truck. So he gonna get some time over that shit. Or they got the understanding. Wait a minute. When is this? 8 hours ago. See, here's another death. Right here. Here's another death. Screenwriter dies at 95. Herman Rogers, summer of 42. I think I saw that movie, his old movie. And Watermelon Man. Best-selling author who won an Oscar nomination for Coming of Age, summer of 22, and wrote the script provoking Watermelon Man. He died. When did he die? So apparently in 24. He starred in live. Let me see. Ronchu starred in live television, penned the screenplays to Anthony starring Sweet November by Robert Mellon, featuring Sandy Dennis, and Humble and Find the Happiness. He's also given inspiration for Bobby Gently's hit song script Ode to Billy Joe, a love story that starred Robbie Benson and Glynis O'Connor. Was helmed by Max Baer Jr. Max Baer Jr. was Jethro, right? Max Baer Jr. was Jethro. Was helmed by... when Robert Mulligan directed 42, a post-production came up with the idea of writing to help publicize, starring Jennifer O'Neill, Gary Grimes, and Gary House. Stream content to complete the book, and then became a national bestseller. He called people usually wagons, ferry boats. So that when they got off, they could put whatever they wanted in it. People usually left wagons at the ferry boat, so when they got off, they could put whatever they wanted on it, or they could just take it to the grocery store and take it to their homes. Had no wagon. I just carried her bags and we became friendly. Got people attention with groundbreaking Watermelon Man, directed by Mary Val Pibbles. Godfrey Cambridge stars as a white bigot who wakes up one morning. This is a funny ass movie. Watermelon Man is a funny movie. Yeah. As he wakes up as a white bigot who wakes up one morning in a suburban home as a black man. Yeah, that's a funny movie. You got to go see Watermelon Man. Watermelon Man is funny. It's worth seeing. And Godfrey Cambridge does an outstanding job. It was like he had a one scene. Let me see if I can find this. Let's see if I can find this. I want to find this one scene. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, it's here. Oh, you got to buy or rent it. This is funny here. Look. This mug wakes up. He takes a shower. And when he gets out the shower, this is what his wife sees. She sees a jigaboo in the house. She sees a jigaboo in the house. What is she going to do? She's a jigaboo in the house. The funny thing is every day he was late. Like, look how she looking. She's like, whoa, something grew. But the funny thing was, let me look. She's like, ooh. But the funny thing was, he would get dressed every morning and he would run to work. You know, it's kind of his thing. He would run to catch the bus because he'd catch the bus every morning. And when he was a black dude, all the people in the neighborhood started chasing him. When he was running through the neighborhood, they started chasing him. But this is probably Godfrey Cambridge at his best. I mean, if you want to see him at his best, this is some of his best work. Cotton Come to Harlem, too, where he plays, is he Gravedigger or is he Coffin Ed? I think he's Gravedigger in Cotton Comes to Harlem. But this is a really great movie. So this is a really great movie, and it's funny. So Watermelon Man, you can rent it on here on YouTube, or if you can find it, you can probably find it for free. Watermelon Man, but it's funny. It is funny. It is funny. So. Did you guys see? I think LeBron James' son got cut. He switched high schools and got cut. Did y'all catch that? His younger son got cut from the team. That's what I heard. Did anybody else catch that? He got cut. Scottie Pippen's son made it, but this boy got cut. He transferred schools and he got cut. So you know what that means. They're going to find somewhere else for him to play. Ain't like he's just the end of the world. But there's some politicking going on there. Let's see if I can find that. No, that ain't new. That ain't new. He died a long time ago. Wow. Wow, is this old? They are, well, let me see. 10 hours ago. So this is new too. So we got another guy. This guy was, now this is how, you guys think the beast ain't hungry. If you don't think the beast is hungry, the beast is hungry. Peter Barkos, Oscar award-winning sound effects editor on the Hindenburg, dies. All right? You see, he got an Academy Award, ain't been in the limelight, but when it's time for the beast to collect, but this is the way for it to collect. This is the perfect way. Be 100 years old when it collects. But you see, all this blood, all these games. But you know, sometime you can escape the beast. And this is the way to do it to me. Well, the president from 60, he was the president of Motion Picture Sound Editors for 3 years. was uncredited for his first 20 years until Car Wash. He did the movie. He did the music to Car. He did the sound effects to Car Wash. Sound category in 83. After decades, he worked films, Orson Welles, Touch of Evil. So he was doing sound effects, wasn't even getting paid or credited for it. That's what it says. He wasn't even getting credited. So that's why they let him live so long. I see. Then they made Car Wash. Many of these movies about her dad and her uncles with Paul Newman. Slapshot is a funny movie. That shit's funny as shit. Well, let's bring it up. Yeah, Hanson Brothers, excuse me. Hanson Brothers. So this is her this is her dad and her Kate Hudson. This is her dad. Or is it Kate Hanson? Because they're the Hanson brothers. Right here. Now this is some old TV. Let me see. Let me catch it. I don't know which one is her daddy. You got to really be older to remember this, but they had their own Saturday. These three dudes is funny. They're goofy. They really do a good job in this movie. But they're all kind of physical comedians, and so but this is a funny ass movie with them. You know, they go out there and kick ass. But this is one of Kate Hudson's, or is it Hanson? They call them the Hanson brothers. Is it Kate Hudson? I think her name is Hudson though, but this is her dad. One of these dudes is her dad. One of these dudes got with Goldie Hawn. But this is a funny ass movie with Paul Newman. With Paul Newman here. He's kind of playing Gordie Howe. That's kind of the character he's playing is Gordie Howe in the New World League. But this movie's funny too. If anybody ever saw it before, Hudson Brothers is kind of funny. I think. I liked it. I thought it was funny. So, okay. Yeah, Hudson's Brothers is funny. But Slapshot is worth watching. I watched it when it came out. I don't think I went to the movies, but I've watched it on cable, and it's funny. It's really funny. I'm surprised it ain't some shorts from that because there's some good funny scenes. And again, they had their own TV show. At one time they had their own TV show. And of course, you know, there's the mix of the Watermelon Man. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, maybe I could play this. They won't get me. Okay, this is what I was talking about. They probably still get me for this. But like every day, this dude would jog. When he's European, you know, he would do this every day when he's European. He just like, you know, they would time him to come to the bus. Okay. So he goes to bed, you know, he's European. You know, this is before Eddie Murphy did it. He did it. He's European. Then, you know, this is a good shot when he goes in the next morning, pulls that monster out. Damn, they had to show his cheeks, huh? And he discovers that he's a darkie. I don't know if they show here when he runs to the bus. Cause this is shit. When he runs to the bus, okay, you see here, like they're cheering him on and shit. And you know, he beats the bus there. So they cheer him on. Yeah, when he turns into a brother, the whole city is chasing him. He does the same thing, but when he turns into a brother, the whole city's chasing him. So that's kind of funny. And you know, Melvin Van Peebles is Mario Van Peebles' daddy. So it's kind of funny too. So I think, so it's something funny, you know. It's corny funny. It's corny funny. Tax-free sneakers. Damn, he came up here. I had to listen to my man because I watch Balling on a Budget, and he's saying tax-free sneakers. That's here. We don't pay tax on clothes up here. Oh, maybe I can find. Let me see. I think I can show this. It's the Hudson brothers, Hanson brothers, excuse me. I want to see that again. He off that mug. That's the Hanson brothers. Told you, I figured it'd be some shorts with that shit. Soon as I said it, one popped up, and that's how it worked. Soon as I said it. Okay, here go more of them. Look how they look before the game. The bug's bleeding before the game. You know they about to kick some ass. They probably making some kind of weird noises and shit. Okay, I guess we can hear what they say.
Today, locals woke up.
Let's see what he say. But they're funny. Them cats are funny. So there's some funny cats, you know. Some old time stuff. Damn. Damn, that's some fucked up shit. Mm. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right, I guess I'll end the night with a little philosophizing. I'm gonna go a little longer, just a little longer. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, I'll probably come on tomorrow night too. Yeah, I'm kind of free these days. Let me philosophize for a little while before I go off to give some positive vibrations to everybody. You know, it is so much is true when they say that, you know, the world that you know, you make the reality that you live in. You manifest what you desire. You know, you should already feel just to take, you know, jewelry, for example. Say you want to buy a chain. Well, you know, so you already know what a chain feels like when you have it. So if you want to buy it, you know, you already, you know, you've already possessed it, so you already know what it feels like. So you just pick out the one you want. And that's kind of how it all should go for you. And that goes where, you know, understanding your talent. Like I told my nephew, my nephew made a move and I was like, okay, he does have it. But it ain't always about, you know, I said, okay, just because you have it don't mean you're going to play pro basketball. That's not necessarily what it means. But it does mean you have a spark. You were given a spark. And yes, basketball may have been the start of it, but you use that spark for the rest of your life. You can't just let it fizz out just for basketball. If you understand, you know, this, you can use this for whatever. I mean, one thing basketball definitely gives you is a healthy lifestyle. Because you're trying to, you know, I played basketball till I was in my 50s. So it's a great aerobic sport. Or excuse me, you know, yeah. I mean, you know, you're up and down. You're up and down constantly. You're on your feet. I mean, when I talk about playing for 3 hours, I'm talking about playing for 3 hours. When I was in my mid 30s, playing for 3 hours, mid 30s, even upper 30s, playing for 3 hours, nonstop. Probably very little water. Probably didn't even bring water. Probably just drink it out the fountain. But it helped me. Well, mentally it helped me because when everything else wasn't going on around me the way I'd planned, I still had the sacred ball game to make business, to train my child, keep myself in shape, and make money off of. Continue to be able to be part of it, but in different ways. And so each one of you and whatever you've done and got to this point, there is something special about you. And you each have taught yourself, some type of skill set. And that's, what you turn into. How do you make money? Whatever your skill set is. An example is, my son has a friend, and this friend, he had a little mishap with weed, which now he's probably going to get knocked off. But he didn't let it stop him. He's a natural born salesman. He can read people, and he's given himself a good life despite that setback. So that can go for anyone. Despite your setbacks, you can still achieve whatever you need to achieve. And I mean, it's like when Cypher says he doesn't want to wake up because he doesn't want to know, that's, what a lot of people want to do. A lot of people they don't want to know. They want to stay in the state of the way the machine and the beast have programmed them. They never want to break out of that. They don't want anything beyond that. And some, that's close to them. Some can never break out of it. They don't, there's no way they could, it's foreign to them. Everything they've been taught, they believe. All the schooling, all the television propaganda, it's foreign to them. So they could never break out. And it's true that once you break out, you can't go back. You can't unsee what you've already seen. It's going to always be there. I mean, you can ignore it. I mean, that's pretty simple. A lot of people do ignore it, and that's not a bad way. That's almost a sane way. It's like, okay, I know what you're doing. Okay, you're doing it. I've made an agreement just to live. Now you stay over there. I see what you're doing, but just leave me alone. Let me live this the way I want to live it. You can do that too. But you can also become supreme with it. Say, okay, I'm not only, and I'm not going to follow what you preach and what you teach. I'm going to create my own highway that I super highway up and down. And so when I move around, that's really what I'm on. So how do you see me? How do you even see me? And that's how the timing, comes for you. And the exhaust. It's always an exhaust. You got to have a place. That's why talismans are great. You have talismans, they're the way. It's like, okay, you be my exhaust. And then you see things missing you. And, and traffic is the best way I can tell you is where, someone else got caught and so you didn't. That's the message it shows. Someone else got it, you didn't get it. Ooh. That's right. The auto shows are coming. And I read where Buick is not going to be in the auto show. I'm sorry, I changed the subject. It caught my attention. I love the auto show, so. El Reborn, Amaroon Khan, what is happening? And I know this late, you definitely got to have.
You got to have vision.
And we got the regulars up in here, all the regulars on the Galactic Patio. Would you like to dance with me? We're doing the cosmics. But you only got one rule to follow.
Don't touch my...
Leave that F-150 alone, but if you do, I guarantee to take you. Let me take you higher, baby. So these are a different shoe. Okay. Nike. Okay, that is a different shoe. I was wondering about that. Damn, it's just, life is crazy. Life is crazy. Oh. Champs has the best basketball. They have the best basketball shoe collection. I don't know. I like the Mall of America. They got everybody. They got everybody and everything. Cancer, and my name is Toby. Take my hand, come with me, baby, to Love Land. Let me show you how sweet it could be. Sharing love with me, I want you to. Float, float on. Oh, yeah, so there's not a lot of debauchery up here. Oh, this is a little bit of debauchery, okay. We got a little bit of debauchery up here. Now I'm getting all the slap shot scenes. Is this, what's the oldest? About the same. Yeah, this is sad for this time of year. You know, children back in school, and you have this.
Fighting for their lives after an early morning fire at their home. They were unconscious when firefighters pulled them from the house on Arkwright Street around 1:30 this morning.
Gordon Severson has been at the scene throughout the day and joins us with the latest. Gordon?
Yeah, neighbors tell me the street here was just lined with fire trucks and emergency vehicles early this morning. A spokesperson for the St. Paul Fire Department tells me that 63 firefighters responded to this call. The first crew, he says, was here within a matter of minutes. And when it comes to cases like this, he says time is everything.
It was an incredible response time. The reason that these 7 individuals still have a chance right now.
3 minutes and 17 seconds was all it took for the first fire crew to arrive at the scene. Fire Station 17 is just a few blocks away from the home on Arkwright Street. Once they arrived, officials say it took firefighters only a few minutes to put out the fire and then run in to search for survivors.
Visibility is nil. You can't see anything. And this individual went in, quickly found one child, pulled the child out, went back in, found another child, pulled that child out. And they went back in for a third time and found another child and pulled that child out.
Firefighters eventually pulled out a mother and 6 children. All of them were unconscious. Paramedics performed CPR and rushed everyone to a local hospital. Officials say 5 of the family members are still at the hospital in the burn unit, being treated for smoke inhalation. The 2 others were transferred to another hospital due to capacity issues.
The investigation does not appear to be suspicious. This appears to be an accidental fire.
Firefighters say their preliminary investigation suggests the fire started in the living room on the main floor, and the layout of the home made it difficult for the family to escape. Fire officials believe the 911 call came from inside the home, and dispatchers could hear the smoke detectors going off in the background. The fire chief says they will hold a briefing with their firefighters later this week to make sure they have all the support.
I think that young man that went in over and over again, he gets a. I said a young man who went into house, he gets a. He didn't go in one time. He didn't go in 2 times. He went in 3 times on them to save those little colored children. Because you know that you could see the neighborhood in the house. It's probably some colored. It was this mama. I take that back. It could have been the people from down south too. So I don't know. But one mama, 6 kids, kind of sounds like some sold people. I don't know. Let me see if I can find another story. They're probably not showing them. This is
mother and her 6 young.
This is just them. Let's see. Oops. Oh, I might. Wait a minute. Somebody knows something. So wait a minute. They show some PYT. PY, yeah. Okay, this talks about it too. Let's hear it, Frank.
Young children are critically hurt in the hospital after fire and smoke filled their home. New tonight, their family says it's devastating and called the first responders who pulled them out selfless and brave. Our Alan Henry has the dramatic race to rescue them and their potential road to recovery.
I just pray they get better. They're so young.
Those prayers from Ashley Sellers going to her 7 neighbors, a mom and
Damn, what kind of, that is a meth voice, cigarette meth voice? She ain't got no teeth.
They're so young.
Those prayers from Ashley Sellers going to her 7 neighbors, a mom.
Man, she ain't seen meth that she didn't like. Damn, where is she at again? Whoa, she ain't seen a meth or a cigarette she didn't like.
I just pray they get better. They're so young.
Look at all of them. All of them is meth heads. Look at all of them. There's 3 generations of meth heads. Let's go.
Prayers from Ashley Sellers going to her 7.
Wow, life has beat her up.
Neighbors, a mom and her 6 children critically injured after a fire in their St. Paul home.
We came outside and there was smoke coming out the doors, out of everywhere.
I went into the back door to see if I can see anybody.
So she don't want to show her meth teeth.
But there's just too much smoke.
Why'd she take her hoodie off? She had a hoodie on. Why'd she take her hoodie off?
Crews.
Yeah, because she got meth teeth.
Got the call around 1:30 Wednesday morning.
On the first floor, report of children in the home.
The first arrived just 3 minutes later.
5 apparatus there in under 5 minutes is an incredible response time.
Wow. Well, Rampart number 5. Thank you for doing that. More to come. Japan just got hit with that earthquake. Yes, they did. Japan got hit with the earthquake, and what else? Oh yeah, and they're anticipating a tsunami to come. Yeah.
St. Paul tonight, a mom and her.
Yeah, they're anticipating a tsunami. Whoops. Oh, a tsunami in that area. So, because when they got hit before, I thought it was. I've said this before. I thought it was a atom bomb. Yeah, Japan got hit pretty ugly. CNN, can I show CNN news? See some highlights of this shit. It's fucking with them. Damn, earthquake. They screaming and shit. Yeah, I think I saw this earlier on the news. Wait. I know this shit ain't funny, but it is kind of funny. Watch this. Watch in the grocery store. That's some funny shit in the grocery store. Let me catch it. Let me switch to the grocery store. Okay. What the fuck is going on? He don't look like he Japanese at all. And then look at the Europeans. She's like, what's going on here? It's Godzilla. They think it's Godzilla. Y'all know they think it's Godzilla. Look. They got Godzilla. Godzilla. Is that Godzilla? Is Godzilla about to tear this mug up? Oh, come on. Where's the lady I was looking? Oh, damn. The snow is falling. Damn earthquake. Like taking pictures of it and shit. That motherfucking house fall on your ass. You'll run up there. Where is this shit? Where they? Damn, it's a lot of Europeans. You sure this is Japan? Seeing a lot of Europeans over there. They the only ones with phones? Where's the lady in the supermarket? That was the. That's they talking about the tsunamis coming. That's what they're worried about. That is what they're worried about. A tsunami's coming. They replayed that. Where's the lady in the supermarket? That shit was funny. She looked like she was on a surfboard. Where's the lady in the supermarket? I caught her. Was it in here? I don't think it's in here. Damn, another year. Damn, is any Japanese in Japan? Where's some Japanese folks? I ain't seen any Japanese. Where are they at? Okay, now it's looking a little more. Where was the one lady at, though? Where's the lady at? Ooh, look at that. No, that ain't it. We saw that. Where's that lady in the supermarket? Because they just keep showing the same thing over and over again. I can't see her. Fucking, I lost interest now. But yeah. Yeah, so, it's like us not getting any snow this winter, We're happy for that. We're happy for no snow. I think at the end of the month, we might get some serious cold, but shit, I'll take that cold over snow. I'll take cold over snow anytime because I got clothes for that. Yeah, so Japan got hit pretty nasty. Now they think tsunamis warning. They got tsunami warnings. So I think it's Godzilla. If they got attacked by a Godzilla. All right, let me see. 2 hours. Okay, I can go for about another 20 minutes. All right, I'll try to stay on task about philosophizing. I have so many interests, and I get off kiltered. Because they're like if you really look at like even religion is probably the biggest distraction that there is. Of all distractions, religion is the biggest one. Because again, you can get taught from a very young age to be distracted by something outside of yourself. And so that's the whole beginning of not believing in yourself. They want to teach you, and if you really look at it, it's kind of brainwashing in a way. They want to catch you young because it's easier to indoctrinate someone when they're younger. And it's like we see so many generations of children physically getting or mentally getting abused, telling them that they'll go to hell at a very young age if they don't follow this instruction. I mean, that's abuse. And yet we see, over and over again, religions use this tactic, abusing the young. Because again, they don't, they want to start at a very young age to get you thinking outside of yourself. And so, you have to come to a point. What is this? I'm sorry, I'm looking at some shit. And so you come to a point where you have to look at, maturity kind of gives you the answer of why you're here. Maturity can give you that. I mean, however, like most people right now watching me, you should have a little bit of aim of what you want to do in life or what you want to become. So yeah, how much are these? So these are 2. I like these the best. Where's it these? Yeah, that's the middle ones. And I'll say this, even if you haven't yet figured out, what your purpose is, it's never too late. It's never too late to self-discover and still try to see what it is, what your passion, what you love, what the reason why you wake up. And remember, it's all in you. the inspiration and everything. You know, it's good to have muses. I mean, we all need muses. And you can keep a muse around you your whole life. That's really, you know, how the relationship should be. You should muse each other. You should be each other's inspiration. That's what a true partner is. We inspire each other. We take each other higher. And then, you know, like once you find out what you do, you know, go at it. Learn everything about it. Like if your passion is to find your genealogy, do it. You ain't really got to pay nobody to do it. I mean, it's people that, you know, you for free. You can just watch a little bit of their work. You on your way. How to contact, who to contact. You ain't got to pay people to do that. And definitely don't go for that DNA stuff. They can't tell. That can tell if these your children or not, but they can't tell that you related to some motherfucker across the world. I mean, that's just comical, beyond comical. But it's like it's so many things that you can do to help you. It's like I'm holding this this is a citrine. I'm holding this citrine. Now, selfishly, the way you do citrine is you put it like the furthest corner from the door in your home. And this can bring, you know, this brings wealth coming in. That's part of what citrine can do. But what I do is I keep a piece when we walk in and out and everybody who walks in and out. Because I want everybody who comes in and out of my home to hit abundance. And every time I leave my home, I want to be hit with abundance. So everything I expect to do, I expect abundance to come from it. And so that's where, you know, I kind of share, you know, I think about, you know, those that come. And as often as my children stop by, I want them to be hit with this. And so these are just some things that help you. Like I say, exhaust. Talismans are good for exhaust. If you think that bad energy keeps circling around or karma keeps coming back at you, then that's the problem with living with karma and think, you know, you're always looking behind your back. And you know what karma really is? Karma is like that. There used to be a toy where you put it around your one leg and the other leg was like a bell thing and you could jump up and down and make that thing swing and you could miss it. You know, once you got it swinging, you can miss it every time, and that's karma. You know, you can rise yourself above karma where you're looking down all the time. You can even see when it was trying to swing at you, but you above it. Just like that toy you could put around your leg and swing it. You can jump out the way. You can jump out the way. So that, you know, you ain't, you know, that's something that you can live above. And that's what I teach. You live above that. And confidence. I mean, I think, you know, that, like of all the things the young men, like one of the things of you know, there's a song called Teenage Love. And it's like really in junior high and, you know, even elementary, you should already start trying to talk to, you know, the other people, the women, the girls. So by the time you're older, you have no problem talking. And there is a thing called late bloomers where people just don't, you know, I'm fairly shy to a point. But, you know, I come from, you know, a long line of, you know, long line of them pimps. You know, I come from a long line of them. So wasn't hard for me to talk to people. Wasn't hard for me to find somebody to love me. And some people it comes later. But there's one thing that is true about it. It's somebody for everybody. That is one thing that it's always there. Now, how you find it, I can't tell you. There's someone there for you. Now, how you go about it, that's up to you. But I guess you have to take the time and take the energy to see if they are there for you. That does take time. If you think you found them, that can take time. But again, it can be fun while you're taking the time doing it. And so that brings confidence. And I encouraged all my son, to talk to women if you like them. Talk to them if you like them, because all they can tell you is no. And I guess in this day and age, a lot of young people can't take no. And when to me, that's motivation. That's all. That's just like that's once I got over no, and sometimes it's maybe. Sometimes it becomes a maybe. So, maybe is kind of a win too. And I mean, like, and I've said before, guys get into relationships and then all of a sudden other women get to look at them. But what you got to understand, and I've said this many times, is everything you did to attract the one you got, that ain't turned off. Especially me and the way I carry myself. I'm not surprised that, I find younger women check me out all the time. Cause you know how I do it.
And every time I'm seen, I got to be clean.
So every time I'm out, every time I'm seen, I'm wearing some shit. Be like, oh, that old man is doing something. So it doesn't surprise me when I get checked out. I kind of laugh and I catch people. They try to slyly check you out. They like, oh, didn't check him out. But that's understand that, understand that about your own macking ability. We got that glow indeed. Yeah, we got that glow. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's confidence. Confidence is just being. That's what confidence is, just being confident. That's confidence, being. Confidence is being, and that's my cousin Narda line. He wrote that in a song called Confidence. Confidence is being. And sometimes rejection is okay. Because it might have been somebody not for you, really. And so it might have worked out. So like they say, sometime when you lose, you really win. Sometime when you win, you lose. Sometime when you win, you really tie. And definitely sometime when you win, you lose. What they say, you won the battle, but you lost the war. And that's a real thing. Sometime when you lose, you really win. Sometime when you lose, you tie. And sometime when you lose, you just lose. That's still there. But people get hung up by so many things, and it's great to go in life with a partner. No matter what relationship you have with your partner, that's great. Because we are, really, we do have another half of us. And it's good when you have a partner that can manifest itself into that, your feminine side, which is your partner. It's like one thing I love about my wife, and I'll hear forever, is her voice. I just love her voice. I love watching her walk when we go places. I just those little quirky things that people don't even enjoy, I love and I pay attention to. I love when we're out, when just walking and she's walking in front of me and I can just watch her walk. I love that. And so those little things mean so much to you. I like I like making you so happy, 'cause making you so happy makes me happy too. I said the smile on your face makes me happy too. Ah, I'm nothing but that romantic. Man, PG, I got to show you these. I'm looking at these. I'm all over the place with rapping. Man, I might have to get these. These is only 170. And these are Gore-Tex. And with this light winter, these waterproof. And then you put mink oil on them, brush it off. I don't know. I think I like these the best. These is spick and span. And they got plenty of sizes. This is, I don't know who this is, but they got this is on the Nike thing too. I like these. Wait, they remind me of the duck boots. I mean, all your outdoor gear, is Nike. I got that. You know me. I'm terrible about that. Yeah, and they're Gore-Tex. I need to buy my son because I bought his the shoes I bought him for my wedding was Gore-Tex. So they waterproof. And I hit him with I sprayed his. I didn't put any mink oil on his. I sprayed his. But I might end up getting these because I could get these and put my my inserts in them. So yeah, they're very clean. They're very clean. I mean, they got 3 colorways too. Like right now, this is the oldest colorway. That's why they 170. And then there's these just came out. So they got plenty of sizes. Yeah, this might just be something. Might just be something. Yeah, I know I'm all over the place with stuff. I don't even know where this came from. How did I get this? Yeah. Nowhere. Oh, here we go. Oh, I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. Yeah, just Nike. It's just a Nike site. I would like to be the dude at Nike to come up with all these crazy names. I just in my office and I just come up with all the names. It'd be like, Big Pontiac, what do you want to call this one? Going there high and shit, Going there high and be coming up with all kind of shit. And what do you want to call this one? Well, let's call this one Nike Dunk Low Retro. Okay, what's the difference? Let's call this one Nike Sportswear Club Fleece Holiday. Let's call this Blazer 77. Let's call this OG 1. I mean, how do you come up with all this? The dude who's saying all this shit's got to be high. What are you going to call this? 4 Craft Olive. What do you call this? 3 Fear. That's how I would love that job. I would love that job. I would love that job. This dude bust his ass on the icy porch in them Nike boots and them Nike duck boots. Oh shit, my duck boots are old. I got them in the garage. I don't even wear them. My duck boots are about 4 or 5 years old. So I think they're out of commission. Oh man, I just turned it away. I'll tell you what happened to the duck boots. Let me see if I can re-find it. Damn. If I can re-find it. Damn, it says David Copperfield allegedly had dinner with Epstein and victims and he did magic tricks. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Magician David Copperfield allegedly had dinner with Epstein and victims and did magic tricks. He's this weirdo. Okay. I know what kind of magic you was doing. You was holding something over it, and you was like, "Hey, this is magic. You want to see it disappear?" Oh, where's the Nike? Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. Let me show you what's wrong with duck boots. I will show you what happened to the duck boot right here. I want that. Okay. This part right here, the duck boot fell out. My duck boots, this part fell out. One of the shoes, one of these fell out. One didn't and one did. I mean, it didn't make them not waterproof, but quality wasn't that great because this fell out right there. So, copper food, wiener fuck. Yeah, he's a weirdo. He's a weirdo talking about he's showing magic on the little girl island, you know. Super weirdos. Ooh, I like these. Super weirdos. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. This is you cartoon guys are like this. This was a good movie. You guys should see this movie that he played in. Coleman Diego Aldi replaced Jonathan Majors in Kang. Coleman Diego is reportedly being considered to replace Jonathan Majors in Kang the Conqueror. Coleman as Kang would make me instantly brought back in. He's a sexy human, a talented actor. Another added, he actually looks more like Kang. I can't explain, just looks more to fit the role. Marvel dropped dude after his bullshit. And so, but this is a good movie here. Rustin was a good movie. He did a good job in Rustin. I highly recommend it. I enjoyed Rustin. It was a lot in Rustin I didn't understand until I watched it. The work he put in. So, oh my goodness, this shit gets just so funny. Wow. It's funny, all the coaches getting fired and, you know. Getting a silk press can be priceless, so here's how to master this. Oh, this is so funny. This is so funny. Now, I'm going to tell you, I can't see getting Kobe's compared to... Damn. Yeah, I can't get into Kobe's like this. If I can get a pair of LeBron 20s, or even I got my 21s for this same price. I got my 21s, the LeBron 21s for this price. The ones I got behind me, I paid $150 for. Matter of fact, after the loyalty program with Nike, I paid $135. So why would I buy these? These is older technology. But you know, I mean, if this is your style. I like the high top ones. I would get the high top ones. So these is Zoom Black Day Soul. I mean, if this is your thing, this is your thing. But, you know, for me, yeah, this is a pass. I pass on them. See, I get distracted. I get to trying to philosophize and I get distracted. Because life ain't just about philosophizing. Life is about life. And it ain't just one gear. You know, you should be able to switch gears. Should be a bunch of gears. Be able to switch gears. And, you know, make yourself happy. Experience happiness and experience joy. Because without those things, you know, you have a void. It was like one thing that they did really well in the Netflix thing of Old Boy. He was isolated for 13 years. So the only time he saw a person was a person bringing his food. So when they finally, you know, they let him escape, you know, he finds out he really escapes across the street. He got snatched across the street and held, you know, to be, you know, for 13 years. But he when he runs into the first human, he just wants to touch him. He just, you know, again, you know, not any physical contact. And if you can catch this, there used to be a film, because when I took psychology, they showed a film. And in the Soviet Union after World War II was a lot of babies. You know, a lot of babies born and, you know, nowhere to really take care of them. And babies can get something if they don't have human contact. You know, I know those that have children, you know, your babies, you constantly, you know, they sleep, you holding them. But that helps build them. That helps them grow. Because if a baby is raised and he's never held, I mean, the baby starts, you know, having all kind of issues. because it's natural to, for a baby to be held. You kiss your children, hold them, kiss them, that's natural. And, that's just natural love that you have. And it's a love that you don't even know it, where it comes from. When you have children, you just have a natural love for them. There's a picture where, my daughter's about 2 years old and my sons are all, trying to get her to go meow. And, she can talk, but not much. She can say dad, but not much. She can say, she says abbreviated names of her brothers. And, like after we're eating and she's like, she could tell I was about to pick her up. She says, "Oh, Dawn." And she knows I'm about to pick up the tray from her high chair. And I pick her up and I kiss her, and something that unless I had it recorded, I wouldn't even remember it I did. That I picked her up and kissed her just like that. And, I've told the story many times to my grandmother. She only met my son Brennan one time. And so, she's taking us out and I was with my other girl, I was with my second wife. And my grandmother looks at the baby and says, "Who is this?" I'm like, "This is my son Brennan. This is Brennan Macon." And she immediately kissed him because that was her first and only time she got to see him. And that kiss, goes 1,000 years because all the kisses that she received before then, that was her side of the family, sending that love, if you understand how it works. Through her side of the family, she was able to get that baby love because she didn't see him a lot of times. So that kiss had all that in the DNA of everyone that she's ever come across that's related to us. She passed that to him. And a little gesture that, people looking on the outside would think that it's not meaningless. Yet I've never forgot it. And I remind him every now and then about it. Of course, he doesn't remember. He's only probably 2. And these are things that mean, a whole lot to me. And that's, that's life. Life is those moments. It is absolutely these moments. That's life. That's what we forget. We forget in planning the day, and planning the month, and planning the year that moments is what comes into years. Moments would turn into hours. Moments are multiple seconds. Because that's really all you have. If I died right now on the screen, this is, this moment is it. And I'd accept it. It's my last moment. That's okay too. I'm not going to have any regrets. And that's the way you got to be. You can't have any regrets. You can't want to stay. You're just like, okay, it's time to go. Let's go. This is my last moment. But that's what life is. And it's how happy can you be in the moments? How much joy can you find in these moments? And as these moments grow into events, it's like, can you see the peak of the event, the peak of the moment? I've talked many times about parties or get-togethers where I could see where the party or the get-together was at its zenith. And meaning where it was the peak of love being shared in this moment. The peak of everybody being connected, I could feel that. I could feel the moment where everybody was connected. I've always had that kind of little gift for some reason. Where I can see the best moment, like, yeah, let me just taste that a little bit. Because this is right now. This is the peak of it. And not disappointed when it goes away. When it, it comes up and then it goes down. Not disappointed. It's like, okay. I rode it. I rode the wave when it came. That's what it was. That's what it's about. So I guess, my thing today is, confidence. Confidence. You keep trying. A lot of the things that we're afraid of is just no. Or even disappointment, And I don't know, if it's my background, but like I've never been crushed by a woman, but I've been disappointed, you know. And that's the only way I can describe it is I've been disappointed. And it wasn't that I didn't love them or anything, but that's how I felt. I didn't feel hurt. Yeah, some I was mad, but more than anything, I was disappointed. Felt a little bit let down. And I've had a lady that, I quit talking to her a week or two later, she OD'd. She OD'd, you know. And I don't take any responsibility for that. That was part of her all along. But it was like I could see where, I didn't need to be dealing with her. I didn't need her energy. And she took it so hard that, they had to hit her with the bloop bloop. But I don't take any fault for that because it's nothing I did. Other than saying I can't have you around me. I've got to limit my access to you for me to be good. And that's, sometimes how it is. Don't let anybody take your shine, but the confidence, that's the word tonight, is confidence. When you walk around, you should have your head high. You should look at people, look them right in the face. You should shake their hand like, hey, that's how you should go, I say, when you leave your house, you should be a Super Saiyan. And you should be ready to meet and deal with folks. And they can see your shine and all that goes with you and your magnificence. Because if you don't believe in yourself, definitely other people won't believe in you. That's kind of how it goes. If you don't hold your head up high, no one else will say, lifting up. You've got to hold it up high. And they're literally, and like that's the bad thing about young people and phones. Young people don't, It's literally people that walk around like this. Just like this. Oh. So, you got to know what's around you, too. You got to look around you. There's life around you. So, walk around like that is kind of, to me, suicide. And there's things, I want to watch and walk every now and then, but for the most part, I want to walk. It's like when I go out to eat, I put the phone down for the most part. Unless it's somebody says search, for the most part, I put the phone down. Now, I'll watch sports. We mostly go in a lot of sports bars, so I'll watch sports in a minute. So, well, y'all, I think that's enough philosophizing. Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, I think I can do it again tomorrow. So I want to thank you guys. Okay, PJ says, I have the Grinch and the reverse Grinch of the Kobe's nicely engineered shoe. Oh, okay. I'll tell you, it was another shoe that it wasn't the Kobe's, but it was made just like it. And it was a decent shoe. I forget what it's, because I asked when I bought it, I was like, man, ain't this the Kobe's? Like, no, that ain't the Kobe, but it's called something else. But yeah, so, and I had one pair. I had that pair that was, it was just another, it was under the Nike brand, but it was the same tech in the shoe. And I can't think of what that one was called. So, and the high tops ones are nice. I wish I could find one of them. Maybe is it the regular Grinch or the reverse Grinch high tops? Because what's his name for Chicago had him on tonight. He was wearing the high tops. I would like to find a pair of those. I would like those. So I would like those. I wasn't feeling them until I put on, to be honest. Oh, okay. You like them. Yeah, because they got air. They got the air in them too. They got all the air zoom in them too. So that was one thing. That's why I wanted them high tops, because those high tops is still really light. I remember when they came out and seeing some players with them, I was like, I think maybe I tried a pair on, and for some reason I didn't buy them when I was hooping. But for walking around shoes, those high tops would probably be kind of cool. Design was wearing them. Yeah, he was wearing them tonight, and those supposed to be coming out So I'd like to get a pair of those for sure. I think those are hitting for $350 though. I think that's how much I saw those when they come out. So I do like those, but I don't think on the Nike app they ain't out yet. The dude was saying I'll say this: my winterized 8s, they're hard to put on. To hold that sock liner, they're kind of hard to put on. But a dude told me the new Anthony Edwards, he said the same thing about them. He said those was hard to put on too. So just Adidas doesn't, if you ain't got anything to put, my problem with Adidas is, again, their insoles suck. They don't put any technology in the insoles. So the shoe's light, the bounce, whichever they call it something else now, but it's just the insole sucks. Nike gives you a better insole. So, well, y'all, I'm not a New York rapper or LA gangbanger. I'm just an old school Detroit crack slanger. Make more money, more money. My pockets like sunshine. They always sunny. So I'm cutting off. This has been the Chocolate Mountain Show. I appreciate everyone who has been able to come through tonight. I thank you. Definitely till we meet again. We should be doing this. Bishop Macbone, thank you very much for the love. I appreciate it.